What is going on, everybody? It's Cold Type for you guys. I am here to present you new Type 2 Atomic gameplay, which is a brand new Nuke variant that actually came to Infinite Warfare today. So if you guys have any keys or maybe salvage saved up, you can buy these weapons, which I am super surprised by. I figured that all these new weapons and stuff that came out were only going to be attainable through supply drops like some of the variants are now. So if you've saved up and maybe one of these weapons looks good to you, I'm going to go through all the weapons and kind of tell you guys like what each one does and stuff like that. So maybe you guys want to get on and either grind for salvage or keys, or maybe you already have them saved up and you can just buy them now. So this gameplay is by Ghost Ninja. So he actually got back-to-back nukes with this weapon, which is really good. His link will be in the description. He uploads all the time, so make sure to go check him out, subscribe to him, all that good stuff. And I'm actually pretty happy that they brought out a nuke variant with the Type 2, because I was using this thing the other day for just a little bit, and it's actually a really good weapon. And it'll be nice to go for nukes with a weapon other than the NV4 Fallout. Obviously, there are other nuke variants, but a lot of the other ones aren't very good weapons. And I think on the Doom Clan Prestige account, we have the Mauler, which actually isn't too bad either. But now we'll have like two solid guns to go for nuke variants with. If you guys are wondering how we got this, we've never spent a dime on COD points or anything like that on this account. Obviously, as you guys know, it's the first mass prestige account. Everybody plays on this account all the time, so we've accumulated a lot of keys, a lot of salvage, all that type of stuff. But we actually had like 1,500 keys or something like that, and we had about 1,700 salvage saved up. So I think we used like 90 keys, so we opened like 3 rares and got enough salvage to actually buy this weapon. So we were definitely very fortunate in that regard to have all that saved up and have all these people playing on the account, so that we can actually get these weapons right away and not have to grind like, you know, the average person has to. So we're kind of here to show you guys gameplay and tell you guys whether or not these weapons are actually worth buying, because that would be the absolute worst if you saved up, you've played all this time, and you decide to buy one of these weapons and then you end up hating it. So hopefully we can kind of give you guys an idea whether or not these weapons are good or whether or not they suit you. So yeah, you guys just sit back, enjoy the gameplay. I'm going to go through some of the other variants. Obviously, like I said in the very beginning, this is the Type 2 Atomic. So not only are you able to get a nuke or get a de-atomizer streak with this weapon, it also has the ability named Lowrider, which reduces hipfire spread while sliding. So I actually tested this out in private match myself, and when you slide and hipfire without this perk, so if I just use the regular Type 2, it's kind of random where all the bullets go. Like, it's really just like all over the place when you're sliding and hipfiring. But with this perk, it actually, the hipfire goes where you're actually aiming. So it's actually like a reliable hipfire, you know, from obviously short to about medium to short range. So obviously you're not going to be hipfiring people across the map, but from what I tested, it seems like it basically has the same effect as if you put laser sight on it. So in my eyes, obviously laser sight helps when you're just hipfiring without sliding, but while sliding, it basically does the same thing as laser sight, because I found with just the regular Type 2, if you put laser on it, it also is accurate while sliding. Next up, another weapon they added was the Wreck Spearhead, or the R3K Spearhead. It is a rare which costs you 500 salvage, and it's got the perk Stacked, which reduces the time between burst fires and increases recoil, and Flak, which increases damage to score streak. So Stack, the first perk that you can use, actually seems pretty good. I want to try this weapon out for myself, and also, I want to throw in here real quick. Make sure you guys leave a comment and tell us which variant you guys would like to see us use next, because even something like the Wreck Spearhead, it's only a rare and it only costs 500 salvage, but 500 salvage is actually a lot to get. Like, that's not easy to come by. So even like these variants that are only rares or whatever, there's still quite the investment for somebody to just go and get themselves. So let us know which one of these guns you guys would like to see us review and use and upload gameplay of. So that's the Wreck Spearhead. Next up, obviously, was the Type 2 Atomic, which I went through already. They actually didn't add any submachine gun variants, I do not believe, because next up is the Mauler Grizzly, which is also a rare, which will cost you 500 salvage. The first perk is called On Point, which speeds up aiming and reduces hipfire accuracy. So I guess that's kind of like you're trading off quick draw to not be able to hipfire. So and it also stacks with quick draw, so you can aim down sight super quickly, and I guess that could be kind of cool. Creeper increases movement speed while crouched is the second perk. So I mean, that's, I don't know, that's all right, I guess. You know, if I don't think I would ever personally go out and buy this weapon myself, but maybe some of you guys, this sounds good to you, you can try it out. I don't know. Try to get lucky and get it in supply drops. Next up is the Titan Vial, which is actually a common, and this also has that perk Creeper, increases movement speed while crouched. So once again, that doesn't sound very, good to me, but who knows? Maybe people like crouching around with the LMGs a lot. I could be wrong. So next up, we've got the KBS Longbow Affliction, which is obviously a sniper, and it's legendary, so it's going to cost you 2,000 if you want to buy it. The first perk is Glacial. Damage temporarily slows target movement speed. I guess that's kind of cool. Like, if you get a hit marker on them, they're going to be kind of stunned, and basically you'll have an easier time hitting the second shot, I would assume. And next up is Lights Out, increases weapon melee speed. So I guess that's kind of cool too. I wish I could test this out. Like I said, if you guys want us to review any of these weapons, maybe we can find somebody that has this weapon and we can play on their account and use it. So I'm gonna just reiterate that again, and that if you guys want to see any of these weapons reviewed, make sure to leave a comment, tell us what you guys want to see. Next up is the EBR Bomber, which is actually an epic. The two perks are Triad, which is charged 3-shot sniper burst, so it kind of reminds me of the PO6. I know there's gameplay of this in the actual trailer on Call of Duty. So next perk is Presence of Mind, infinite hold breath duration. That's definitely pretty interesting. Usually you would think that'd be kind of OP, but I feel like in Infinite Warfare, people are running around the map so fast that if you're just sitting there holding your breath all day, you're gonna get shot in the back pretty quickly anyway. So those are the two perks for that. I'm personally interested to see how much better the Triad perk, the charged 3-shot sniper burst perk, actually helps this weapon. I may even try to get somebody's account to use just so I can see how it is. Next up are the shotguns, which they actually added 3 new different shotgun variants. So the first one is the Banshee Slither, which is a common, and this reduces hipfire spread while sliding, so you're just basically gonna have an easier time killing people. I guess the Banshee hip-firing people, which is good, I guess, if you don't have any other variants to use. Next up is the DCM8 Epitaph, which is an epic as well. And this one has Focus Fire, which is a perk that reduces hip fire spread with each shot. So I guess the more you shoot it, the more accurate it's going to get. So that would be kind of cool to go for like multi-kills and stuff like that. If you go for montage clips, I think that would definitely help out a lot. And the second perk is Stability, which reduces the recoil. And honestly, I don't have too much experience with the DCM8, so I'm not sure how much the recoil actually affects the weapon. It is a shotgun, so I'm not sure, like I said, how that's gonna affect it, but who knows, maybe it's amazing. I'm actually interested to try these guns for myself, so we might upload these regardless. But like I said, if you guys want to send us which ones you think are the most important for us to upload, let us know. Next up is the Rack 9 Volatile, which has the perks Roll the Dice, gain 1 random attachment when you spawn. So I guess that's kind of cool. This is a legendary, by the way. And it's also got the Creeper perk, which increases movement speed while crouched. I want to see exactly how much the movement speed is being increased here, because they added this perk to a lot, so I want to know if this is OP or not. But anyways, next up we have the pistols, which the EMC Heavyweight is the new EMC, which is a rare, and the perk is Lights Out, increases weapon melee speed. I'm thinking that I gotta make a video reviewing all these perks, because they seem to have the same perks on a lot of the weapons, so I want to see how much these perks actually help the weapon. Next up is the Oni Amped, which is a rare, and it's got the perks On Point, which speeds up aiming and reduced hipfire accuracy, so like Quick Draw again. And Flak, which increases damage to score streak, which I don't know how many people shoot down score streaks with pistols, but hey, maybe it works well with this, who knows. Once again, this is something you're gonna have to test, so it's kind of hard to say like how effective this is, which even adds more of a reason for us to do these videos for you guys, so you guys can actually tell whether or not these perks are worthwhile and worth spending your salvage on or using keys for. And finally, the last weapon is the Hailstorm Thunder, which is an epic variant. And the first perk is Whirlwind, which turns us into a fast cycling auto burst weapon that increases recoil. But this actually sounds very interesting to me, because if you guys have used the Hailstorm before, you know the time in between bursts is very, very long. So I would be curious to see how much recoil it's actually adding, and I feel like this gun would be pretty OP. So once again, dude, I'm actually interested to see how all these guns play out. I'm definitely going to have to get some use out of these. The second perk is Focus, which reduces idle sway while aiming down sights. So I don't think pistols really have that much idle sway to begin with, but who knows. That gun definitely looks interesting. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like if you did. We greatly appreciate that. Also, make sure to subscribe to Ghost Ninja. He has a lot of great content on his channel. Shout out to him for the gameplay. And subscribe if you're new. Like I said, we're going to be putting out a lot of these reviews on these new weapons, so you do not want to miss that, because you do not want to waste your hard-earned salvage or any of that type of stuff. So I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, see ya.